Divinitas salutaras, vertebras libertas.
Hello everybody and welcome back once again to Let's Play Rome Remastered with the Carthaginians, the mighty Carthage. So yeah, this video is going to be about 30 to 40 minutes long. I'm going to record this and upload it on the same day, today being Wednesday, so I'm going to get you a session up before I go to football. Was potentially going to stream today, but football called. I was third on the reserve list. And it just so happens I've managed to get a game, so very happy with that, because it's the only time I'm playing football this week, because every other game has been cancelled, which is not good for my exercise regime, so really happy to be playing today. So instead of streaming, we would have probably been Darkside Detective, I'm bringing you this instead. So here we go. Quick whistle-stop tour to refresh us as to where we got to last time, and then we're going to go through a couple of turns and see where it gets us. It's still going to be a period of a period of preparation, really, because we're preparing for an onslaught of the Romans, we're preparing for an onslaught of the Egyptians. Until those plans come into effect, there's really not much action going to happen. But hey, it's all part of the story. You have the excitement, and then you have the moments of more quiet times. And rather interestingly, before I start the session proper, you hear this music that's playing right now? I don't want to let it run on for too long without me speaking, because it's every time it plays I get a copyright notice from, I can't remember the name of the song, but basically some people sampled this and abused this in their song. So when this track plays, automatically, you know, the copyright machine thing flags this as a copyrighted song for the people that have actually taken it from Jeff Van Dyke's, you know, the game here. So I challenged it the first time it happened, and it went through fine. They allowed the copyright to be removed, and so every stream since then it's happened. So I continually have to do that. So yeah, not really interested in that kind of stuff. But yeah. Anyway, now Iberia. It's fine. All we're doing in Iberia now is just upgrading the settlements, building things, managing tax rates. There's nothing else to do. We have unified the place, we have gone through the hardships, and we can now enjoy the peace that now reigns. Theopanis, our faction heir, an absolute valuable member of the family. He's been through so much. The last surviving son of the great Hanno, of course. Yeah. He's soldiering on. I will soldier on until the end. Probably drinking all kinds of elixirs of life right now to cling on. He wants to enjoy the fruits of his labour. So everything here is fine. And of course we've got the situation up here with the forts and this general here, Ortzi, maintaining watch on the Gauls. So yeah, Iberia, done. So elsewhere, everything else is just ticking along nicely along the realm, same situation across the entire land really. It's a period of peacetime for most of the land. It's a period of, you know, just developing and coining in some more denari and just preparing for war, further war, with the Romans most particularly, because we're well into the firefight up here in Italy. So how are we preparing for the war with Italy? War with Rome, sorry. Well, of course, if you remember, we are preparing initially a force here that are getting retrained with the best equipment, the best armours and weapons, the best training that we can give them. They are getting that right here, overseen by Ihor's useless son, Maitones Emerita. Bless him. But, you know, he can't fight. He doesn't like the sight of blood. You know, he can't build things in terms of military engineering. But hey, you can't be perfect, right? So he's overseeing that. So once these guys have retrained, which should take one more turn, they're going to be put on these ships. They're going to pick up on the way a couple of elephants, a couple of units of elephants. They're going to pick up Giscon, Theages' son, and they're going to go across to join with Gisco Gades, who will then take his army into the field as a support force for Bisaltes. It's going to take a little tiny while for that to happen, about 6 turns or so. But that's the plan, and that's what's happening. And then once that's happened, Zixus and his army is going to go down to support Theodecalus. Now, his army is going to consist of some Balearic slingers, it's going to consist of some more elephants, it's going to consist of these sacred band, the best infantry you can field. It's going to consist of these 4 units of Peony infantry, these 2 units of cavalry, these 2 units of cavalry, and that should be it. So I'm just preparing these guys here. I'm going to put them on these boats, take them down to Carthage for repurposing, armouring, and then they will meet up with Zixus and they will go down as well. That's going to take a little bit longer, probably about 8 to 10 turns for that. In the meantime, of course, Theodecalus is keeping watch in his little fort there. So that is the grand overall plan. Sicily is, of course, just expanding nicely. And we have family members now in Tarentum, of course, Gisco and Zimrida, a potential future leader in the making. We'll see how he governs in Croton and stuff before we make that final decision. But anyway, so that's where we kind of left off last time, and so that's what we're going to continue with. So the first plan then of today's session is to get these 2 Roman generals across to our side, because they're just sat there, probably confused. Where's everybody gone? Why is everybody dead? Oh, what's happened? So rather than cause devastation in our newly captured land here, why not put them to good use? Why not say to them, look, you've seen how strong we are, you've seen the mighty Bisaltes in person, and how he conquers not just your former family, the Scipii, but the Brutii as well, and why don't you just join us? If you can't beat them, join them, is the saying, right? So we're going to try and get these 2 on our side. One of them's actually pretty decent. He's like a 7 command general with 4 influence and 1 management. I mean, this is not a small fry. This was probably a prominent member of the Scipii family. It's probably going to cost a fair bit to get him across, but I think it's worth it. And my plan with these guys is we're going to put this guy in Capua when Bisaltes leaves, so that it doesn't remain ungoverned. We're going to put this guy in Tarentum when Gisco Gades leaves, so that again that doesn't remain undefended. And because he's actually at Capua, which is closer to the front lines, if by some horrible tragedy we lose Bisaltes or Gisco, at least we have a very competent general to move forward and step into their place. That's the plan. Let's see how it works out. So to prepare for that, we are recruiting a diplomat here in Capua who should be ready in a couple of turns' time, and then we're going to see if that plan bears any fruit. Yeah. We were going to consider taking this guy across, a much more proficient diplomat who could probably negotiate a cheaper price, but it's going to take too long. And I want these guys on our side as soon as possible. We don't want anything to happen to them, or God forbid I don't know, it's not probably possible, but you never know, could go across to the SPQR to give us even more grief. So we're going to nab them while we can and see what happens there. So the final thing to think about is the plan for the Julii, because we're bypassing Rome. We are bypassing Rome. I have kind of decided that we are definitely bypassing Rome. They're not going to attack us, they won't expand, they'll just sit there gormless whilst their family, friends, fellow colleagues all just basically get vanquished around them. They're just going to sit there helpless. So we're going to attack the Julii. So the question is, would Bisaltes wait patiently for Gisco to come so they could do a nicely orchestrated, synchronized, 2-pronged attack? No. He wouldn't do that, would he? He wouldn't. He's a headstrong commander. Time is of the essence. If we dither and dawdle, it gives Julii the chance to get back into position. So we're going to press on, soldier on. Gisco will arrive when he's good and ready, and he's got his army, and then he can get to work on the other side of the lands that we haven't captured. But whilst there is a lack of men, so far as we can see, in the Julai's northern Italian holdings. He is going to continue his rampage through Italy. He's more than confident that whatever the Julii throw at him, he's going to be able to repel it. So, his first target, once he's got Capua safely in the grips of some peasants and hopefully soon to be Tiberius, he's going to head north and he's going to target Ariminum first, because Ariminum is lightly defended with no general, so that's the first target that we can see, and it's a nice little settlement on the sea, gives us a bit of extra trade whilst we're waiting and stuff. So yeah, definitely going to go for that one first. So that's the plan. Let's see how it pans out. And one last thing before we end the turn. This guy here, our spy, is off up to spy up here, because I noticed that the Julii have actually got Noricum. So they've got a settlement up here as well. They've expanded north in addition to what they've got here. So we're going to see what the state of play is up in the Alps up here. I'm assuming this is still the Alps. So there you go, that's the outline of what's going to happen, hopefully in today's session. That's if the AI cooperates, of course. Which they're not forced to do. Is he going to continue to... Ooh, where's he going? Oh, is that another newly created Julii merchant? Another plaything for our... Oh. Hang on. Our plans may just change slightly here. Just ever so slightly. I see a full-stack Julii army in the field. If we take Ariminum without interruption, it's perfect, because even if at that point we decide not to move any further, the Julii will probably try to attack it, which is fine, because we'll be behind massive stone walls. We'll have our slingers to be able to, if they try to attack us. The only risk is they wouldn't attack. They wouldn't. They'd just starve us, and we'd have to. I don't really wish to sally forth, to be honest with you. But well, we shall see what happens. We shall play it by ear, as the saying goes. So, faction announcements. Celias has got married, and Theages has now got a treasurer. Would you credit that? Would you credit that? A treasurer. More people that's good with numbers and coins. There's a common theme here. Through a glass, clearly. The Egyptians have made coloured glass for many years. The Carthaginians have perfected a method for making clear glass. The new clear goblets are much prized across the world by people of taste and discernment. So the Carthaginians were the first people to create wine glasses. Ah, right, excellent. In my mind, at least. Yes. So long we have been drinking out of these metal... it's no good. This doesn't seem very elegant, does it? No. We want something more elegant to drink our raisin wine from. Yes. Aha, how about clear glass? That coloured glass, you can't see the full-bodied of the red richness of the wine. We need the glass to be clear. But how do we... leave it with me. And voila, a few years later. Would you like some wine, sir? Oh, of course. What is... Oh, how very... Oh, clear glass. Oh, I can see everything about my wine, everything. The smell, and now I can see it in all its splendour through the glass. How fantastic. And they said the Egyptians are the most advanced faction. Pfft, baloney. Right, excellent. So now we have clear glass. It's a pity that didn't happen in the roleplay when we were still roleplaying. We could have put that into the roleplay somehow. It would have been great. This big hoo-ha over clear glass. Right, okay. So the Julii had some army there that's gone somewhere. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to bother with the building work and stuff like I usually do it and the taxes. I'm going to just leave that and do that off camera. But for the time being, what I'll do is I'll just fly through the settlement screen to see which places need buildings, because it's probably a lot quicker. And we've got a healthy treasury right now, so it's not as if we're really struggling for coin. So what we'll do is we'll focus on our plan. So let's have a look here. Cirta. Might as well replenish everything there. So one more turn for all of these people to be fully replenished. One more turn it is. That's good. Gives us more time to focus on finishing off our elephants. And Zixus is tapping his foot thinking, when is it my turn? When is it my turn? So calm, patience, Zixus. Did Theopanos not teach you the benefits of patience? You should be an expert in patience, given who you followed around for many years in Iberia. Did you see Theopanos rushing in anything that he does? No, he's a very considered person. Take a leaf, will you? Okay, so that's that done. Down here, just take a quick look, make sure there's no shady goings-on with the Egyptians. And there's not. Excellent. Okay, and we'll cut to the building work of Sicily as well. Lots of building required in Sicily. Oh dear, lots of red faces in Italy. Let's fix that. There you go. Just a slight tweak of the taxes is required, that's all. Nothing too urgent, I don't think. Okay, so let's have a look at the buildings then, very quickly. Lilybaeum needs something. Let me just quickly check something here, people. Bear with me. I've got some building plans here on the Discord server for certain towns. Right, Lilybaeum. Let's have a look at that. Dockyard, and then a scriptatorium. Scriptatorium it is. Excellent. Messana, Councillor's Chambers. I think that might be done now. Yep, that's done. So, in, where are we? Syracuse. Academy. It's got an academy, right? Yeah, it's got an academy. Maybe he meant scriptatorium. I don't know. Possibly. I'll go with dockyard for now. Why not? And then the scriptatorium. Messana. A dockyard there as well. Ah. Dockyard there as well, you say? Ah. That's a scriptatorium. I'm thinking maybe you've got the... I don't know, maybe the wrong way round, possibly? Mind you, this is from before the last stream, though, I think, so it could be a bit out of kilter. Anyway, I'll sort the rest of that out later. So we've got some building work going on in Sicily. That gives us 9,000 left in the old coffers to spread about the rest of the land. Carthage! Carthage needs something. What does Carthage need? What does Carthage need? Not an academy, that's for sure. Let's go with walls. Get those defences up. You never know what might happen. Somewhere, somehow, somebody could land some troops right out of the blue when we'd least expect it. It's unlikely to happen, but you never know. So let's get those large walls up. Make Carthage look even more imposing. It's probably just a status thing more than anything. Right, anyway, that's that sorted. So let's carry on our little jaunt through the land. Corduba's got a red face as well. What the hell is going on? I'll get to that in a second. Tingy, nothing doing Tingy. Numantia. Yes, can build. Can build. What do we want to build is the question. Level 3 buildings, preferably. That's not military related. I'm saying farming there. Perfect. Perfect. Is this really the quickest way to do this? I thought it would be. Capua. Capua? How many flipping lands require building here? This is the newly conquered Capua. Just think, get a port there, and then a temple, and then some sewers. That should be sufficient for Capua. 3,000 left to spend. God, all these buildings. Tingy's fine. Corrales can't build. Oscar. Oh, Oscar, yeah, Oscar. Roger, Roger. Ooh, mines. Why not? Why not indeed? More cash, more money. Right, Scalabis can't build. Costa Rica can't. Oh no, Scalabis can. Scalabis just got upgraded, right? Yes, it did. It did. Okay, we'll go with walls to start with. Right, that takes us down to minus 1,000. Ooh, minus figures. That's a rarity nowadays. A rarity indeed. Tingy, Corrales, Costa Rica. Excellent. Let's just sort out the red face of Cordoba by taking the tax rate down. These swines, they dare to cause this problem. Right, excellent. So we've got units recruiting, or retraining here, units finishing off here. We've got Bisaltes. Right, here we go. Here we go, boys and girls. Here we go. Let's just make sure there's no Julii troops on any of these ships. Yeah, this is rather interesting. This is probably most of their army, to be honest with you, though. If we take that down,
I serve your will.
we should be alright.
Unseen, unheard. I serve your will.
Let's just spy on him,
Seeing but unseen.
so that we get the full look of everything there. It's just Principes. I say that like, just talking, it's just Principes. You know, probably the greatest infantry in the world at the moment. Very organised, very disciplined, very tough. Loads of them. Loads of them. Very menacing sight. It's just Principes. It's fine. Nothing that an elephant can trample over.
I serve your will. Unseen, unheard.
Right, let's get ourselves popping up that side a little bit. Okay.
Assassin ready.
We're out of people to kill.
Your Honor.
What's that about? We're out of people to kill. I want to
Assassin ready.
kill stuff. I don't want to kill a Greek person just in case it goes horribly wrong and they take it as a slight to take us into war. It's a bit of a sticky situation we find ourselves in. Let's just kill a random captain.
Dead.
Just kill a random captain.
Assassin ready.
Get his stats up as much as we can.
Who shall die this day?
Okay, so have to be the same for him as well.
He shall be extinguished.
More captains. Oh, he failed on a 95% chance with an 8 subterfuge. These things happen. These things happen. I've seen many a dice roll worse than that. Okay. So let's do it then. Let's do this. Let's get this done. We have a 1 influence diplomat. That's not very good. That's not very good.
At once.
That's not very good. I was hoping for maybe a little bit better. I was hoping for a touch better, to be honest with you. Right, do we need to build something here? Like temple-wise? Oh, it's fine. So we've got everybody trained up, so we're gonna need some peasants. We're gonna need some peasants to get stuff done. How much? Tiberius Columna. How much?
I will speak with them.
Be quick. Our patience is limited. You insult us.
Not enough, apparently. It's either not enough or he's not interested. What about you?
I will speak.
Be quick. Our patience is limited. If we may have a private word.
8,000 denarii. 2 command. I mean, it's not quite the person we were after, but having 1 extra family member is better than nothing, I would suggest. 8 grand. Quite tempted to leave it a turn until we get some more profits.
Until next time.
It makes very little sense because we'll just recoup the profits probably next turn anyway, but You know, we're all about balancing books here. We have not got pneumastatists and other such long-titled mathematicians in our family across the land for nothing, you know. Even if Bisaltes himself is not that fussed for numbers. Right then, so let's just keep churning out some peasants to garrison. We'll get this other chappie on our side when we're ready to move. He'll have to take Capua for now, and we'll take it from there. And we'll just keep an eye on this family member to see where he meanders to. Who knows? Maybe he's coming south. That would be preferable, to be honest with you. Come meet us. Come meet us. Why not? Bring it on, I say. Bring it on. The sooner I deal with you, the sooner I can run roughshod over your lands. Unmolested. Okay, so everything's been done. Tax rate's been done. Building work has been done. Agent movements up here. Agent movements down here. On the other hand, still have to just wait patiently.
Orders?
You're going back that way.
My ears are yours.
That's got a little bit smaller, which makes me think that some armies have moved out somewhere. I don't know where.
Are yours.
Let's just pop along here. Just
And her.
have they gone this way?
Moving.
Doesn't look like it. They've probably gone that way.
Assassin ready. He shall be extinguished.
Ooh, look at that. Another one bites the dust. Ooh, superior assassin. Look at that. Ooh, Himmelcar the killer, age 50, now with an 8 subterfuge. Hopefully we'll be able to use his services when we start attacking them with our 2 armies, and hope, you know, it'd be a shame for him to die before he gets to get right into the heart of battle.
My ears are
Kind of
yours.
keep him here for now, just
My ears.
continue spying
Stealth is my cloak.
on easy targets.
My eyes are yours.
Keep him trained, but just to give him
Seen.
a decent line of sight with his 1 subterfuge. But that's fine. Okay, ship movements.
Ready to sail.
Nothing else really to do, so unit production. Everything seems to be fine. One more turn for the elephants, and then we've got to recruit another 2 units of elephants for Zixus. Horses. Everything is hunky dory. Right, excellent. So that's 1 turn sorted. Let's move on. Probably forgotten something, but hey. "28 minutes.
Leaving the army.
Oh, why? Why do you insist? Oh, that full stat Julii army looks like it might be going into the land of the Gauls. Again, leaving their homelands rather undefended. How foolish they are if they think that the Gauls are their concern. They're getting greedy. They probably see the Gauls as easy pickings. Let's swipe their land, let's go do it. Ha 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 ha. They're at war with Britannia, and we can pop them off here, we can nab them here. When what you should be doing is focusing your attentions due south. Not that I want you to do that, of course. Don't listen to my advice, please. I don't know what I'm doing. I've had several drinks, and, well, this new clear glass makes the wine go down so much easier, you see. Okay, same again then. Same again. We have a ceasefire in effect between the Parthians and the Egyptians. Oh, that reminds me. I have a diplomat. Kind of stood right here waiting to get across to the Pontus for trade deals. No, right there in fact.
Sire.
Ready to sail.
Shall I just like take a little buy remount
Ships ready.
and just do this? Could be worth a bit of coin, you know.
Aye, my lord.
Could be worth a bit of coin. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Oh, I've done it now. Not thinking about it, I've done it. My finger slipped. Faction announcement. Silalia has got an Erisistratus. What's one of them? An Erisistratus. Morale for troops on the battlefield. +1 to public health. Improve the chances of... Oh, it's like a Karugan. It's a different version of a healer. Ah, I see. Orcs has got a Priest of Tanner, and Giscon has got a Pure Curator, and Bathias... Who the hell is he? He's the... Oh, is that you in...
Your obedient servant.
Oh, it's a different one. It's a different one. I'm kind of intrigued
Great one.
as to how much it might be to bribe this settlement.
You insult us.
More than 49, apparently. I'm just checking. I just like to check these things, you see. Just... how much... Go away! Okay, I'll be back again. With more money. Right, okay, we'll start from west to east then. So Cyrene still just sat there, heavily defended, which you'd automatically, you'd probably think, heavily defended, oh, that could be a problem. That is until you realise, of course, that Theodecalus and Zixus, whoever is tasked with taking down Cyrene, will have the benefits of 3 units of Balearic Slingers. And then you think, oh, actually, no problem at all. Even if it takes us 3 sieges cycled to whittle them down, we'll do it. Because, hey, it's all about tactics. Zixus hasn't learnt from a strategician for nothing, you know. So that's that situation sorted. No signs of Egyptians coming further west. I think they must have got wind that Theodecalus is there, and they're like, no, there's a great force there to be reckoned with. Don't go any further east. Instead, we shall harass their ports. That's what we'll do.
Ready to sail. Attack.
Rather foolishly.
Victory.
Could you please
I, great lord.
Can we actually...
Sail.
Can we replenish in here? We can replenish the biremes at least. The triremes probably... We can't replenish the triremes, but the triremes are fine. There's one trireme that needs a bit of it, but everybody else is fine. In fact, we can replenish them at Thapsus, the triremes as well, so... I'm going to keep him, once he's replenished a little bit, I'm going to keep him about here, so that he's got sight of any Egyptian ships coming up or coming this way. Just kind of keep him around about here.
I, great lord.
Rather than taking him back up here, I think, is going to be the order of business. Right, Lepsis Magna. Quickly, let's fly through any building works. Thapsus needs a building. Level 2's done. Level 3's also done, apart from an execution square. So, on the order of Bisaltes, who is a heartless ruler, of course, if you remember, is now in these places that are not complying and are causing fusses. We will now have execution squares. It must be done. As more and more the population expands, increases the risk of more and more problem solvers. Trouble causes from, it's just natural, it's just percentages. The larger the population, the larger there's going to be number of trouble causes. So execution squares to keep the trouble causes in line. Yes. So we'll get that done. Croton. What's happening at Croton? Why is Croton not building anything right now? And what should it build is the next question. Is Croton the one on the coast? No, Croton isn't the one on the... Tarentum is the one I'm focusing as being the military settlement within Italy. So we'll get into Croton. We could go with a large stone wall, which would make sense defensively, technically speaking. Does bring a few extra benefits as well. In fact, if we go with Awesome Temple of Melka... Oh, it's not Baal, I was going to say. We could start getting Sacred Band here. No. I think we'll go wall. We'll go wall. 43 grand to 11 grand left to spend. Just quickly flick that up. Okay, there's no kind of red faces. Corralis can't build. No. Tingi can't build. Dimidi can. Asterica can't. So it's just Dimidi. Which needs... Doesn't need an academy. There's no bloody governors there. Grand Bazaar could be good. Irrigation. Grand bizarre. It's a grand bizarre. Execution Square, Secret Police HQ, and Secret Police Network. Excellent job. So I didn't realise, because I've never built an execution square before. It's never registered that actually it's got a chain. It's got it's got 2 upgrades to it. I didn't realise. Okay, so building work is done. There's nobody on an unhappy face, so I'm not going to mess around with taxes at the moment. It's fine. Right then, Certa. So we have a look at that. We've got a nicely armoured, nicely weaponed army here, which we're now going to take out,
My liege.
plop on here,
Aye, my lord.
and ship across to here
Set sail.
initially to pick up the elephants. In the meantime, the elephants here can now be retrained along with the Sacred Band, get them retrained, and of course another couple of sets. One regular war elephant, one armoured elephant, so that we can ship them or get them ready for the arrival of Zixus. So that's absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. So our plans are now in operation. Here comes Gisco's army. 1 turn, 2 turn, get them on. 3 turns, 4, 5 turns, probably about 6 turns. Gisco will be on the move. 6 turns. On the move in 6 turns' time. In 1 more turn, Zixus's army, or, well, a couple of horses and, puny infantry, will be on the move as well. So that's happening quite swiftly, actually, to be fair. Right, anyway, speaking of Zixus, let's get him in. And let's get these guys nicely replenished. Retrained. Couple of turns for that to happen. Couple of turns.
Mighty general.
Okay, excellent. So a couple of turns. So they're now on the. They're now getting ready. So Zixus's army is getting ready.
Aye, great lord.
He's off that way.
Aye, great lord. Prepare to engage. We are supreme.
We are
Ships ready to sail.
supreme
Aye, my
indeed. I want to retrain these, and I want to get a trireme here. In the meantime, I also want
Ships ready.
a semi-decent stack to come across
Sail. Set sail.
to ship Zixus across.
Aye, great lord.
So what'll happen is he'll come up,
Ships ready. Set sail.
and these ships here will just kind of watch this area here for now. So that's fine. Okay. Yep.
Ships ready. Ships ready. Ready to sail.
Very happy with how things are panning out here. Very happy indeed. So we're just about breaking even this turn. Just about breaking even.
My liege.
Right, so then what we're going to do is we're going to pop up here.
Aye, great lord.
And we're going to see... How much now?
Great one.
We're 8,000 last time. How much is it this time?
Our patience is. If we may have a private word.
It's just like what happened down in Egypt. The first offer is so much. The second offer is 1,000 cheaper. I do debate whether I should go in with a third offer and see if it comes down even further. But again, we're not being greedy. I mean, again, we're not turning a massive profit this turn, but this time we will.
Well, when you put it like that.
We will do what is necessary.
Orders. My liege.
Let's get you in.
My liege.
Let's get you in.
Move out.
Look at that. Even with that sort of low garrison, I mean, we've got to put the tax rate right down to low, but nonetheless, pretty decent, right? What about, right.
Sire.
Kind of want to get to Araminium as quickly as possible. Him alone is not going to be able to take Capua, so I'm quite happy to leave Capua on its own now. So what I'm going to do is get Bisaltes
Sire.
across to here
Forward. Ships ready.
on,
Aye, my lord.
on some ships, and then in the next turn just drop him off to bypass any of these sort of rebel armies. Don't want any distractions. They are getting a few. They are getting a little bit more in terms of men. They've got no leadership though. They do have large walls. Nonetheless, you know what my strategy is going to be, don't you? It's going to be auto-resolve. Taking out the elephants and the slingers and just auto-resolving, because again it's the most efficient way to do it. Right, excellent. So
I kill to please.
Can I be of
I
service?
get to place you. Can I
Securing
be of service?
resources?
Securing resources. Oh.
I kill to please.
Don't want to take down any sort of Gauls or anything like that. Oh, hang on! Aha! The games, they commence again!
Who shall die this day?
You shall die, merchant Placus of Segesta! Aha! Way! Another one bites the dust. The merchant slaying minigame continues in earnest.
My ears are yours. Unseen and heard.
There it is, look.
Unseen and heard.
Okay, so it doesn't extend. That's British. That's Dacian. So that is as far north as they've gone. They've got is that an L or an I? Iuvavum? Iuvavum? They've got Iuvavum. And that's Dacian as well, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. But there doesn't seem to be any other sort of armies here of the Julii. I'm thinking this army here probably captured that and is now coming back this way into Gaul. So not a concern. Not a concern at all. Right then. So I'm happy with the agent movements. Bit of spying, not on you. Certainly not. Maybe on you.
Stealth is my cloak.
Okay. And we're just going to move a little bit further north, just to keep an eye
Moving.
on that army. Okay, so keep these guys in position. We've got a spy in Rome. We did have a spy in Capua. No, we didn't. We've taken him out, put him in Rome. I've put a spy in Araminium as well. Jabal Munda, 5 subterfuges in Araminium. So that's it. I think our agent movement's done from there. No agent movement's done this side. There's no agents to move, really. I mean, we could... I don't know, you know. Do we actually get anything from spying on the same target more than once?
Who shall die?
Or trying to slay the same target
Death stalks him.
more than once? Boof. Another one falls. Okay. Still not seeing anything overly frightening from the Egyptians. I wonder where the bulk of their force is. I'm thinking it's probably in and around sort of up here, maybe. In fact, let's see who they're at war with. I mean, that could be a good thing to see, couldn't it? Diplomatic stand in Egypt. Who are they at war with? Just us. Interesting. So they don't even have like a war on multiple fronts. I'm kind of interested to see whether they would ceasefire.
Sire,
Be quick. Our patience is limited.
Very demanding. Interesting. Interesting. Right. I think we're done. I'm going to end the turn, see what develops, and then end the session right there. And in the next one, Bisaltes will be taking Araminium. Oh yes.
Our ships are under attack.
Why?
Disengage.
I am merely trying to get some troops across to Pontus. I am not interfering in your affairs, Egypt.
Our ships are under attack. We are supreme. Our ships are under
Oh, go on, Admiral.
supreme.
Go on, Admiral. He's like, we are not losing today. Bisaltes is coming and we shall stand fast here so that he can board our ships and get to Arminium without delay. Give that man a promotion.
Our ships are under attack.
They're getting frisky, aren't they?
Victory.
They are getting frisky. They're like, we'll get him in the seas. If we can't get him in that, we'll get him in the sea. Oh, but it's not working, sir. Every time they attack them, they're repelling us. Oh, how are they doing this? They kill our merchants. They take us down in the water. What on earth can we do? How about we put all of our forces together and attack them in Italy? No, I'm off to Gaul. Oh, okay. The Gauls are in trouble, aren't they? They're under siege from they're soon to be under attack from a full stack Julii army. That stack army could rip right through Gaul without much of a problem. Right then, so as I said, I'm going to end it literally right here. 47 minutes, maybe about 45-ish once I've done all the editing and stuff. But actually it probably won't because I'm going to do an outro. So, faction announcements. Nero Hostilis married. Giscon is married. He's about to go to war with Gisco and he's got married. Theages, you'd be most pleased. Bodushman Lixus has got a goldsmith. That sounds decent. Sounds decent, doesn't it? A goldsmith. Oh, yes. I'm not content with just clear glass to drink my wine from, he says. What I want is clear glass with a nice gold rim round the top of it and other little decorations of gold, maybe a gold stem. They're upping their wine glass game, I'm telling you. So, excellent. So we'll off camera, I'll sort out in a bit more minor detail the tax rates, the building work that needs to be done across the land as it currently sits. But yeah, in the next session, we will kick off things with, hopefully, quite the bang. Bisaltes will board the ships. He will attack Ariminium, which is recruiting more troops, so the quicker we get this done, the better. We shall take Ariminium without much of a problem, really.
Ships ready.
I mean, this fleet's probably close to being extinguished at this point. But who knows? If we can take Ariminium quite quickly and put them in here to replenish, maybe they'll survive. But they've done what they were tasked to do, which is to repel those guys and get Bisaltes to Ariminium. That's what they've been tasked with, and that's what they'll do.
Ready to sail.
Oh my god.
Set sail.
This fleet is distracting this rather large-looking Egyptian fleet, which I'm kind of thinking that this fleet here will probably need to start to think about intercepting, you know. Because if this fleet heads across to there, they've got free reign on our lands here to do what they wish. So I think perhaps a little bit of rethinking and repurposing of the navies is in order. Especially around this southern tip of Italy, down here where the Egyptian fleets are coming from, because they're causing us a little bit of a problem. Nothing major, but just a little irksome they are at the moment. So yeah, we are about to launch an attack. Of course, we are taking
Ready to sail.
not Zixus, we are taking the army for Gisco across. There we go, look at that. Got our big mama jammers.
Aye, my lord. Ships
Let's go.
ready.
Let's go pick up
Aye, my
the
lord.
newlywed Giscon and then take him across. So we're almost there, we're getting there. I can just almost picture Gisco Gades salivating at the prospect with every messenger update. He's getting on a bit, he's 53, he's not got long left. He wants to see some combat with the Romans before he pops his clogs, you know. Oh, they're getting closer. They're getting closer, honestly, they are getting closer. Oh, but how close is closer? Oh, they're getting closer. The reports are they've left Carthage. Oh, fantastic, he says, fantastic. So yeah, in the next session, which will be another recorded session, we'll crack on with the War with Rome, and yeah, we shall hopefully put the squeeze on the Julii. But we can't end the session without doing this, can we?
Who shall die this day? He's a dead man.
Decimus of Patavium, is it? Are you a merchant? Yes, I am a merchant. Well, how can I... Oh! Yeah. Oh, didn't you hear? This is supposed to be a merchant-free zone. Sorry about that. Right, until next time, folks. I'll see you soon.